Cool. There's a couple of things that I'm going to address. First and foremost, I have some advice that no one necessarily asked for to give on the Enquiries Wheel. I have a transformation to reference on the Limitless Training page. And then of course I'll grab that camera, the camera I'm talking to now and addressing now, and talk about my agenda for today, what I'd intended to do, what I debated doing, and the reason as to why I'm going to be going about my day no differently than I otherwise would, despite how boring it might be. And mainly for context, and to help those potentially interested in doing what I'm doing, or potentially interested in better understanding what it is I do. As I said, ascertain more context, because unfortunately there are a lot of people that do what I do, that create content that they understand will be appealing to those interested in potentially doing what they are doing, so they can then sell advice regarding the means by which they found themselves in such a position, which in no way is of relation to the means by which they actually found themselves in that position. It's quite upsetting really, but if you want to be trusted, be honest, and this could very well be the most boring video you'll ever watch, given it's going to be pretty much like a legitimate raw day in the life. But as I said, hopefully this helps those potentially interested in becoming an online coach and becoming and running their own business and dictating the value of their time. Anyways, as I said, advice no one necessarily asked for. Hold that thought, Mumsy. Just hold that thought. I've got some content to create. Then you may come up. So mums. So mums again, like of relevance. Mums come around because her phone is due for an upgrade. I'm the one that pays for her contract. Her phone's due for an upgrade, and coincidentally, I'm actually out of memory on this phone, so I'm going to upgrade her phone to the 500 gigabyte 10, and I'm going to give her my 250 gigabyte 10. And this is obviously not something that is something I've actually got to do today. So it's quite convenient that she's just arrived at my house. And how many day in the lives do you see, or have you ever watched, where someone engages in a conversation with their mother about running out of memory on their phone, swapping phones with their mother? It doesn't really happen, but this as I said, it's going to be pretty different to the day in the lives that you are accustomed to watching, and that you will likely have enjoyed watching previously. It is at present 10:09 on a Tuesday morning. Lawrence and I arrived home yesterday after a trip to Sydney for the WBFF show. Yesterday it was freezing in Sydney, hence why I'm congested and not feeling particularly well today. Luckily though, again, I spend the vast majority of my day inside. I spend 95% of my day inside. I'll go outside if I need to. I won't go outside really. I might go outside to get in the car to drive to somewhere and then spend the remainder of my afternoon inside, like the barbershop for instance, but I typically don't go outside. Good morning, Grand Fam. Good morning, Somebody Snapchat. How's everyone doing? Apologies for being a little later to check in than I typically am. Reason being, my filters don't seem to be working, and as you can imagine, that is pretty daunting for me. But I can't wait any longer. Let's get this done. Mum's cleaning my kitchen. I'm just snapping. Give me, you know those stories you skip through? That's what I'm doing now. Yeah, so just give me 5, and then you may have my attention. Hold tight, Mumsy, hold tight. No, this is true. Mum's an avid supporter. She honestly replies to every single one of my stories with either an emoji or something heartfelt. I really do appreciate just how supportive you are of all I do. Thank you, Mum. It hasn't always been the case though. But no, now I am very supportive of the interest you take in all that I do. It really does mean the world. Thank you. Mum was actually down in Sydney as well. She was down there to support my auntie who took to the stage, who is 47 years young. I might get Lawrence to actually throw a photo or a clip in of her wherever you feel like, Lawrence. But no, she's 47 years young, has lost the better part of 45 kilo the last 3 years, looking phenomenal, and has a new lease on life. So Mum actually flew to Sydney to support her. Mum is also coming to the Bahamas to support, yet again, my auntie and my brother, in fact, who are both competing in the Bahamas in 4 weeks' time for the WBFF World Show. So that said, my beloved Grand Fam, I'm gonna get to work. Have a fantastic day. I will check back in a little bit later. Yo! Appropriately dressed as always, I appreciate you. I told you what I was doing. So as I was saying, Mum, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Chris's mum, from Limitless Team, wearing the appropriate attire.
Well rehearsed. Great. I appreciate you, I really do. On that note, as I said, I have some more content to create for the Limitless training page. I've then got to talk with Mumsy regarding that phone. I've got some running around to do. I've got some content to create at the barbershop. And I have the most boring day in the life that you've ever seen to create as well. I'll see you very soon. Like, if I were actually able to do that, I'd be impressed with myself. She literally, bless her cotton socks. Like, I'm very appreciative that she drove all the way up to give me that phone so I can play swapsies. But goodness me, I'm not actually entirely sure that it's possible to back up an iPhone that's 250 gig to a CD-ROM. Nah, girl. he's
nah, babes.
Oh, bless. Good intentions. Whoever told her that was possible is not a friend of hers. To Stocklands, it's Plan of Attack. We are headed to Telstra. Oh, that light is so unforgiving. Wow. We are headed to Telstra to swap Mumsy's phone for a bigger phone, as she's out of memory, and coincidentally I'm out of memory as well. So what I'm going to do, hers is on contract, mine's outright.
What is happening here?
I'm going to swap her phone for a 500 gig phone and give her my 250 gigabyte phone. Is the Plan of Attack. If you're extraordinary at what you do, and you are already renowned for what you do, you shouldn't feel like you need to rely upon the audiences of others to create awareness for what you do. If you're good at what you do, people will know, people will be attracted to that, given there are likely very few people that can do that. So if you're already not being paid attention to, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, or if your following is not progressively improving, attributed to the awareness you're creating for how exceptional you are at something in particular, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but trying to piggyback the followings of others is not going to work, and it's not going, the outcome you expect and your idealistic expectations are not going to be met, because again, those that are exceptional at what they do, those that are particularly good at what they do, they don't need to rely upon the followings of others to help them create awareness for whatever it is they are doing, because very few people can do what they do. They're already anomalies, they're already outliers. So if creating the content you are, and as I said, provided creating the content you are of you is not resulting in the impact you would expect it to, I'm sorry, but you're not as good at what you do as you think you are. That is the harsh reality of the situation.
Try and sell me the subscription to the Little's Barber Shop.
The subscription to the Little's Barber Shop?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you get your haircut? Once a week? Perfect. So, once a week. You got a beard? No beard. Alright. Mate, the subscription, you're getting such a good bargain. And can we retake this? No. If you want to keep your appearance on fleek, $35 a week, unlimited haircuts. It's a no-brainer. It's honestly a no-brainer. $45 a week if you got a beard, but buy the subscription. Let me go again. Let me go.
No. I'm breaking out.
So that one would be guided towards the man who wants to keep tidy, office bloke, like going towards like skin fades. If you got a skin fade, you want to keep it nice and neat instead of going and, you know, skin fades grow out in 2 days, so you'd want to keep it on the uptight with a fresh all the time, so you get that in towards that, I guess. I don't really have much to say about it, really. Yeah!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You may have just heard Sean and Nathan try and sell you a subscription that they obviously don't know all that much about, so I'm here to clear things up. My name is Chris William, I own the Limitless Barber Shop. Sean and Nathan are both barbers of mine. Now at the Limitless Barber Shop we offer a $35 subscription inclusive of as many haircuts as you would like, as many times you would like per week, as set for $35. We also have a $45 subscription per week that entitles the holder to as many haircuts, beard trims and eyebrow trims as they would like per week. To be honest, the reaction I got, or the reaction we got from Sean and Nathan, ideal. I basically wanted to put them on the spot, not only to make apparent to them that they have no idea what the subscription entails and they should probably do their homework, and two, for your entertainment as well. Hope you've had a phenomenal day. Just trying to create some awareness for the subscription we offer that is indifferent, or is, as far as I'm aware, different to anything else any barbershops offer proximal to ours. And we're back! The plan to take at the shop was to have Lawrence film my face getting shaved for the sake of content for the barbershop page. I also wanted Lawrence to film me shamelessly plugging the $35 and $45 subscriptions for both my page and the Limitless Barbershop page. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I wonder if Sean and Nathan are any good at selling it as well. So it quickly became apparent that wasn't the case. I had Lawrence pull them aside and effectively say, all right, Sean, all right, Nathan, sell me the subscription, either one. And neither of them knew what they were talking about. That went really well. Just had to go to the post office quickly to post some Limitless apparel to those that have ordered it the last 2 days, or ordered some, sorry, the last 2 days. Plenty of take for this afternoon. I'll be spending the entirety of the afternoon in front of this very computer. I still have the podcast equipment to set up. Lawrence is going to be editing the stuff that we just filmed at the barbershops. I'm so tired. I'm still sick from the weekend, to be honest. Today things are definitely not flowing as easily as they otherwise would. I feel so congested. Not only do I recognise that my voice sounds different, so you're likely going to as well, but I'm so congested. I just feel uncomfortable, and truth be told, I'm blowing and wiping my nose probably every 3 or 4 minutes. I've only got I've got little bursts that I can actually make this work before I've actually got to blow my nose. Check back in a little later.
That actually got to billions in revenue and actually run actual businesses, not predicated on venture capital. There's 80 trillion businesses that didn't, spending our time on practicality. And so for me, what I really want to establish in this past decade, interacting with people at
Oos! Oos! Oh. If I'm about to come to the realization, Lawrence, that all I had to do to restore this phone from my current phone, or to transfer the data from this phone to that phone, is simply have them proximal and sign into my Apple ID, I'm about to be very upset, given I just spent the last 4 hours, perhaps 5, restoring and backing up my 250 gigabytes iPhone to my PC, and given that Mum's phone, which is 64 gigabytes, is still backing up. That's been backing up for the last 6 hours as well.
Yeah, I hope it's not the case.
Apple, if that is the case, if that is in fact the case, first, that is phenomenal, and again, it comes as no surprise given you are as a profound a business as you are. Respect. I should have known. But I really wish, it's my fault for not taking it upon myself to first better understand the most efficient way of backing phones up. I simply resorted to the means that I'd done it before. Huge mistake. But I really wish the individual that sold me that new phone had made apparent that that was possible. I hope that's backing up the right phone. That might be backing up an old phone. Anyways, backing up from an old phone, we'll soon see. It is 8:42. A little later than usual, but certainly not too late to try and sell some things. No. Good evening, Grand Fam. Good evening, Snapchat. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a phenomenal day. I've been hard at work today trying to set up 3 new phones. Can't say I've had much luck, to be honest, hence why I've been a little more reluctant than usual to get on social media. I've been trying to really get that done. All right. Quick recap for Lawrence, just in case he doesn't deem what I just talked about relevant or funny. Basically, I've been waging a war the entirety of the day with these 3 iPhones. I'm trying to, I know I've said it 3 or 4 times already, I'm just going to recap. I've been trying to set up Mum's iPhone. Basically, my phone is out of memory. I bought a 500 gigabyte iPhone XS today. I'm trying to back up my phone to iCloud via my Wi-Fi and Mum's phone to iCloud via my Wi-Fi for 7 hours or so now. It is at present 9:30 p.m. Neither have backed up properly. I then resorted to backing this up to my computer. Didn't work. So what I'm going to do is take all the phones to the barbershop tomorrow, given that it's a completely different internet connection. I obviously haven't fried that yet because I assume part of the upload would have been successful, or part of the backup would have been successful, and I assume I've just exceeded the internet's capacity to upload anything, or at least I assume I've just exceeded the amount of uploads that I should have per month, and that is why things are no longer working. Because as I said, this is a 250 gig iPhone, it's absolutely full. Anyways, plan of attack for this evening. I still have a mountain of work to attend to and Inspired to make appearance. Lawrence finished editing, cutting and cropping the content that we tricked Sean and Nathan into creating today regarding limitless subscriptions. Hilarious. Is it going to be useful for marketing? Absolutely not. Do I find it entertaining? 100% I do. Thank you boys for partaking. Thank you boys for not suspecting a thing. And thank you for all that you do in the shop. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, Lawrence, for all that you do for me. I really do appreciate you as well. On that note, I am still congested. I still don't feel particularly well. And I don't feel like I should be in front of the camera given the way I look. Excluding obviously the way my hair looks. Sean did a really good job. Thank you, Sean. He actually gave me a hotel chat today. Lawrence filmed that and created a really cool video. I might actually get him to throw elements of it after this. But yeah, that's just it. My skin tone, the bags under my eyes, not viable. As I said, of no relation to the quality of the work that Sean did at the barbershop today. His cuts are phenomenal. Anyways, 5/1837 Gold Coast Highway for those curious. Anyways, I'm going to get back to work, just quickly touching base. Have a fantastic evening. I may see you bright and early tomorrow morning, depending on whether Lawrence and I deem it viable to create, or deem it viable to either post this as one video or have it a vlog over 2 days again. We'll see.